are you? Okay, let's try to adjust this a little bit more. You coming to say hi, Timothy? Wait, we've got one person on so far. Okay, I'm trying to get this to go a little higher. All right, I should have that. Watch out, I don't want to put this on your foot. Good morning, how are you?
Hey, do you remember this guy?
Hey, Alina from Scotland. Hey, Lily. Good morning. This is my son Timothy. He's showing us Boris the wolf.
From Bending the Ink Machine.
I bought Tommy Hilfiger stuff. I don't think I've ever bought that brand. I guess I never really liked it. Hey, Lean. Hey, Suman. Hey, Angela. I'm doing well. Hey, Anu. Hey, Padma Priya. Hey, Kenny the bartender. Hi, Heidi. Good morning. Olivia. So, Lily, what's so great about Tommy Hilfiger that you wanted to spend $200 on something? Is it that beautiful? Is it that amazing? Derek, I'm doing well. It's nighttime in India. What time is it in India? Hey, Olivia. Hey, Lean. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks, Angela.
One last special guest.
Rain jackets are really durable. Timmy, I keep trying to adjust the camera and then Timmy knocks it down every time he walks by it.
Have you met this guy before?
It's 8:30 p.m. in India. Okay, so we're 12 and a half hours difference. It's 6 p.m. in Jordan.
He's from Disney.
And it's 4 p.m. in Scotland. So interesting.
Cute dog.
Okay, hey Badar.
Hi Timmy. Hello.
Are you planning on being here today or what?
He's so cute. What's him? Cute.
That's what Timmy calls him. Calls him cute. No other stuffed animal is allowed to be called cute except this one. He says he gets jealous. Hey Hamza. Oh, they said you're adorable. Is that true?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's 11 p.m. here. Okay, very cool. So, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Oh, Delaney, this is Timothy.
Nice,
and
cute.
Hey, is it Ibrahim? How are you?
Hey, cute.
Who else did I miss saying hi to?
You forgot to say cute.
Abhishek?
Well, that's not Pluto.
Okay. Lily's going to a funeral on Wednesday. I'm sorry about that.
That's sad.
Yeah, you've never been to a funeral, have you?
Never.
So the only people Timothy knew that died, well, you did know 3 of my friends. They died, the last 2 died during COVID, so there was no funeral really. Well, except I had a funeral kind of at my house for my acting coach. So I guess that counted. It wasn't at a church. That's what I always think of when I think of a funeral. Okay. Hi, Junior. So I want to ask you guys, we'll talk briefly about, good morning, Orly.
Scientific fact. Boris is made out of ink.
I think he's made out of felt and material. Hi, Visors. Hey,
No, but Boris is made out of ink.
RFK. Good morning. So do you guys think your life is going to matter? Hey, Frank.
I'm just going to be in the background.
You're just going to be there, just in the background? Okay. If you say so. Just a little troll back here video bombing us. Hey, Hola's Plays. Hey, Eileen. So somebody said something about a serial killer. I'm not sure what that was about.
Oh, no.
Okay. So do you guys think that your life is going to matter? Have you ever thought about that?
Bob, I'm going to wake up Dad. Bye.
Do not wake up Dad. Do not wake up Dad. This is a day to sleep in.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Nikhil. So, hey, Jana from London. Please forgive me if I'm butchering your names. Oh, Eileen is a serial killer, but I think she means the kind of cereal you eat. Oh, hey, Angel. Hey, Johanna. Hey, Claritha. Hey, Super Mushroom 426. So, no joking about death, for sure. So, on that note, we're all going to die one day. What do you think you need to do in life to make your life matter? Hey, Euphoria, will your life matter? How do you know that your life is going to matter? Oh, I will get to your questions after I just ask you a few questions, and I want to read a little passage and ask you a little bit about. Okay, so I'll answer your questions in a bit. So if you're not answering me on, do you think your life is going to matter? Eileen says, I don't think my life matters. Well, you can make sure that it does matter. And it doesn't have to matter in a way that we think of like important people now. Hey, Julia. Hey, Sana. So your life may be obscure to others. When we get to the end of their life, some people may not know about us. Somebody said, would you rather know how you die or when you die? I think I'd rather know neither. When might be better. I don't think the other matters. What matters is how you lived. What matters is how you live your life. Yeah, your life does matter. So some people think that in order to have any kind of mark in life that you have to reach some level of fame, that you have to be famous in some kind of a way, and that if nobody knows about you, then your life wasn't important. And that's not true. That's not true at all. So I'm going to read just a couple stanzas from this book, Poems with Power to Strengthen the Soul. And this one is called Obscure Martyrs, and it's by Edwin Arnold. And it says, the world knows nothing of its greatest men. They have no place in storied page. That means nobody's written about them. They haven't been written up in any magazine. There's no books written about them. They weren't somebody famous throughout the world. They have no rest in marble shrine. So they have no big fancy fanfare when they die. They're not put in a beautiful tomb. They may just, be in the dirt in the ground with a little wooden marker. Who knows? They have no place in storied page, nor rest in marble shrine. They are past and gone with a perished age. They died and made no sign. There's no sign. They weren't written up anywhere. They didn't do any great works. They're not in history books. These are obscure. Hey, George. So nice to meet you. Thanks for hopping on here today.
He just donated $2.
I know. He just donated $2. Well, I appreciate you being here. So I'm just going to read a couple more paragraphs, and I'm going to ask you what you think, and then we'll get into the questions. Okay. They died and made no sign, but work that shall find its wages yet. They did work that maybe didn't seem like it paid off. It didn't seem like it paid off in life. And now you think, well, did these people do nothing? Because nothing was written about them in life. They didn't become popular or famous. But work that shall find its wages yet. It means they haven't. Thank you, Elena. I really appreciate it. And we'll get to you guys' questions soon. Yeah, the super chats are just, this is, Frank was the first one to ever do like a super chat. So thank you guys today for chipping in. So their work shall find no wages yet, and deeds that their God did not forget. There's a lot of you that are doing things that nobody knows about. You're doing things in secret. You're making a big difference for others, and nobody may know about the things you did. Nobody may know about the money you gave to the homeless or the sandwich that you gave to the homeless person. They may not know the mom standing in line at the grocery store and you help buy milk for her baby. There's a lot of things we do that make a big difference in the world that no one will ever know about. But God knows about them. And God will not forget the things that you've done for their love divine. These were the mourners, and these shall be the crowns of their immortality. For they needed no prayers and no mourning bell. They didn't need people to praise them for their good works. Do you guys, I have mixed feelings about this. Do you guys ever see videos where people shoot videos of them doing good deeds? You know, the Bible says, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. You know, if you're going, the Bible says, if you're bragging about the good works you've done for people, that's the only reward you're ever going to get is the people you brag to. But it says when you do these things, when you do these good things in secret, your Father in heaven knows about them and He will reward you openly. So if you're going around tooting your own horn, like people who are, they bring like camera crews to show them feeding the homeless. And I guess I have mixed feelings because our charity should be done in secret, you know? But at the same time, this is why I have mixed feelings about this. Sometimes seeing someone do good deeds, and you see that, inspires you to do them. So tell me what you guys think about that. You know, Jesus, he faulted the Pharisees for making it publicly known all their good deeds that they did and wanting people to praise them and, you know, out in public praying, like praying openly, and when they're fasting they made themselves look like they were in so much pain so people would know they were fasting. So it's interesting. That's why it's like I have mixed feelings about that. So this poem is saying they didn't need any prayers or morning bell to go after them. They were tombed. Here's the cool part. They were tombed in true hearts that knew them well. So there's going to be people in your life that you've made a huge difference in. Nobody knows about it. Nobody knows what you have done. Nobody knows the difference that you have made. But the people who you made the difference for. So there's going to be people who you've done amazing things for. And you haven't told anybody. You haven't bragged about it. You haven't, made it a thing. And yes, sometimes we may share here and there certain things we've done to inspire others to do good works. But to go around bragging about, oh, well, I just gave that person money and I just helped that person. You have to know the difference between, talking to someone who's wanting to do charity and you just mentioning some things you did personally to one person to inspire them to do more, than going around and saying, oh, I'm so great. I donated this, I did that. So just be careful to know the difference. I know people think a lot of things are black and white, but there are a lot of gray areas. And sometimes we make mistakes. But God knows our heart. That's the thing. God knows the intents of our heart. So if you had the right motives and you did the wrong action, God's going to see that difference and God's going to sort it out. That's the parable of the widow who had the mite and the other guy who gave big amounts of money. But if a millionaire gives 50,000 to a charity, it seems like a big amount of money. But if you have a poor widow and she only has $5 to her name and she gives $4 or $5, that means more than the millionaire who gave 50,000, because that didn't even make a dent in what he has. But the widow who gave everything, and that's what we have to be, that's what we have to think of. You may think you can't do much. You may think you don't have anything to give, you're not making a difference. But even giving a cup of cold water to the guy who's, out mowing lawns or whatever it is making a difference. So it's not about what you give in some cases. It's about what you had and what you have left. You can make sacrifices that don't look like much to someone else, but make a big difference for that person and in the eyes of God. So these people that were obscure martyrs that nobody knew, that nobody wrote about, they were tombed in true hearts that knew them well. I love these last two lines. I love these last three lines. Okay. They healed sick hearts till theirs were broken. How many of you guys have been there? How many of you guys have helped helped people through their pain, through their stuff, through their trials, through their torment, going around helping people, healing sick hearts till yours was broken. I know some people on here that have done that. Healed sick hearts till theirs were broken. And dried sad eyes till theirs lost sight. You are helping dry the tears out of people's eyes all the way till you're old and gray and you don't even have sight anymore. They healed sick hearts till theirs were broken and dried sad eyes till theirs were lost. They shall know at last by certain token how they fought and fell in the fight. Okay, that's the passage I wanted to share with you. Let's get your thoughts on that. Hey, Nafisa, how are you? Okay, so Frank says hi, Eli. You want to say hi, Frank? He's a little sick. Oh, please don't cough on me. You gotta go like this. You go like this. Cover your... So, yeah, we won't be going to church today because we don't want to get the other kids in Sunday school sick. Okay, so Katherine, I didn't know you were a Christian. Hi, Grace. So my big boy is Timothy. This is mom life. Hashtag mom life. Okay, let's get a little something for your nose. Okay, so Ibrahim says Muslim means submitting to God. Oh, I haven't looked that up. I don't know all that much about Muslim faith. I have a few friends that are Muslim, so I have no comment on that. Davilas asked, how do I audition on Dhar Mann? You know, they used to put their ads on Backstage. Now I've seen them put ads on LA Casting, but I've heard you can also apply on their website. Elijah just turned 3. So I think if you go to dharman.com, you can also submit to work there. All right. Hi, Hamza. Sorry if I butchered your name. Hey, Marie. So if you guys typed in some questions to me while I was reading, you'll have to retype those in because I would have missed them. You should go after your dreams. That's wonderful. Yeah, he's been sick, I think, since 4th of July. Well, we were swimming. Well, he was swimming. He was swimming with Big Brother and Dad, and I think the water might have been a little too cold for him since he doesn't have a lot of body fat, and I think that's how he got sick. Even though it was like 100 degrees out. Okay, do you remember Papa Smurf? I do remember Papa Smurf from the last Q&A. Please don't cough on me. Okay, let's see. Well, you're coughing on me. I'm turning your face away. It's not nice to cough on people.
No.
You could get them. You could get them sick.
No.
And he's cranky today. Okay. Bad R says he's Muslim, but he respects all religions. Someone says, do you watch Rugrats? I've seen some episodes. It's not something that I watch right now. No, he doesn't have COVID. He has a cold from being in the pool. Thank you, Sharmista. Okay. Arun is saying, Karen, ma'am, I watched today's video on Single Mom Shamed by Soccer Mom. It was a life lesson for me. The way you said 99 out of 100 was hilarious. Jean wants to know why I have 2 different colored eyes. I was born that way. So I'm not, I guess, I don't know, it's genetics. Frank says he was dying of laughter of how mean I was. Oh. Okay, if you guys, if I'm sick next week, you know why.
Matties.
Okay, you want to get down?
Matties.
Okay, I'll swipe your nose. Someone wants to know what my favorite music is.
Oh.
Okay, you go get it.
No.
Okay. I try to listen to uplifting music now. I don't really listen to music all that much. In high school, I listened to rap, hip hop, and country music. I liked hip hop for the beat because I like to dance. Oh, guys, I'm dying here. Okay, and I like country for the storyline. I always thought, my gosh, this kid. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Okay. Thank you, Kamachu. Hey, hi, Uzma. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Did I miss anything? 80s pop is the best, says 80s girl. Yes, I've heard of K-pop, but I'm not sure if I know any of their music, Hannah. Michael Jackson, says Hazma. He had some good songs. I liked his song Man in the Mirror. Have you guys ever heard that one? No, I have never been to Saudi Arabia. I've only been to 3 places. Well, I've been to Canada, Mexico, Ireland, and I feel like Jamaica. Does that count? Was I in Jamaica? I think, no, I don't, well, I was in the Bahamas. Where's that? Who's good at geography? Is the Bahamas in Jamaica? I don't even know. That's something I don't know. Okay. If you ever meet fans, do they think you're a Karen in real life? Well, so far nobody in real life has said that, but I have had people inbox me like, why are you so mean? Why are you so hateful? Why do you hate other races? And so, yeah. So the funny editor, actually my first acting thing I ever acted in was actually in grade school. That's elementary school here. So let's see. Have you ever played Super Mario 64? I've played Super Mario Brothers. Is that the same thing? I don't know what the 64 is. I don't know what that means.
Nintendo 64.
Nintendo 64. Timmy knows what that is. Hi, Gabby. No, you are not a hateful person. You are a nice person. You're the best. Lily's saying, I would leave here if there are any more people insulting me. I don't know who's insulting Lily, but let's nobody insult anybody on this page. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Derek wants to know, how do you feel about autistic adults getting arrested for their behavior? You know, that is actually something that I've worried about with Timothy when he grows up. You know, police have a super hard job to do, and it's really hard for them to know if someone is acting off and what they consider outside of normal behavior. Like sometimes Timmy can throw fits and be screaming and yelling and hitting himself, you know, talking to people that you don't see. And, you know, police are supposed to be there for the safety of everyone. And it's easy, I think, for a policeman to see some strange, erratic behavior and think this person is dangerous. They might be hopped up on drugs. They might be, you know, it's a tough one. It's a tough one because how do you know if you're protecting someone? You don't know. That's the thing. That's why I think, I don't know what we're going to do when Timmy grows up, and hopefully he's able to control his emotions and the thoughts and the feelings in his mind. But, you know, you don't want to like label people, but at the same time, it's sometimes you want to let people know. Like Derek, who asked the question, he sometimes has bad reactions in public when he's at networking parties. And sorry if I'm calling you out, Derek, but you asked the question. I want to give people some context. So he's you know, told me that at certain networking parties he talks to females, and sometimes they don't want to exchange info, and usually at networking parties, you're giving business cards, you're exchanging info. They kind of shy away. They get kind of creeped out, weirded out, because they don't know. They don't know that, sometimes autistic people, they stare at you too long. They don't know when to avert their eyes. So it can seem like they're creepy or that they're stalkers, and people can get worried and afraid because some don't always pick up on social cues. So, hey, you don't hit yourself. Hey, look at me. Please don't ever hit yourself, okay? Look at me. Why did you do that?
I was born.
No, we don't blame that on the animal. You don't hurt yourself, okay? Hey.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Okay, you wouldn't do that to anybody else, would you?
No.
Then you don't do that to yourself. You know what?
I'm sorry, but I was just stupid boy doing annoying things again.
Okay.
Stupid.
Okay, hey. Be kind to yourself. You love yourself. You take care of yourself, okay?
I love boys. Thank you.
Okay, yes.
Boo-boo.
So these are the things where, if this is the behavior he's doing when he grows up and is an adult, and you see an adult hitting themselves, the police might worry that the person is on drugs or they're violent or something. So
and you're on violent drugs.
this is something that's a real concern for parents of autistic kids. Like, I've never let Timmy go out by himself anywhere, even though he's 13 now, and I know we just live like a block or 2 blocks from the 7-Eleven, and probably other 13-year-olds might be able to walk to the 7-Eleven and go get a Slurpee or a bag of chips. But I've never let him walk there because I worry about what might happen to him. I worry about someone trying to pull him into their car. I worry, there's different, you just never know what could happen. And he's got better judgment now. He understands stranger danger, and right, you would never get in a car with anyone now. But in the past, he would just trust anyone, and I still think he's very trusting. But yeah, I know we got off on a tangent there. Lily, no, I probably won't. Okay, so people are saying hi to you. We got Swaggy Monster here. He says he's autistic too. Thank you, Katso. Now I could tell that autism is a different ability. Yeah, that's a line from one of the Dhar Mann movies, right, Jaden? Is that where you got that? You're not a Karen, you're just a really good actor. Oh, thank you, Riley. Timmy, Riley's the one who you that you added on Roblox. She's the girl you added on Roblox. Okay, and Mr. Pig says he has autism. So there's a couple people on here. So 3 people now. High function. Okay, you're one of the best actors in Dhar Mann. Thank you, Nico. I appreciate it. Let's see. Type in your questions if I've missed them, if they've gone by and I've missed them. 80s girl George, Megan, is that you're struggling with anxiety, ADHD, and depression? Okay, Connor said, if you had a favorite dinosaur, what would it be? That's a question for Eli. Elijah is obsessed with dinosaurs. We've got Delaney who says they're high-functioning autism. Look at how cool. You got a lot of people that are special on here like you, Timmy.
Thanks.
What's your favorite cartoon movie? Do you have a favorite cartoon movie? Mine is Up. Have you guys seen Up? I also like The Little Mermaid, but I like Up. Timmy, what's your favorite?
Not telling you.
Thank you, Hannah.
Not telling you, Mom.
Okay. Who is the most fun to work with on Dhar Mann? Oh, thank you, Frank.
Stop, boy, stop.
Who is the most fun to work with?
Wait, boys,
I don't know. Everyone kind of has their own special.
Stop,
Hey,
boys.
hey, No. No hitting. You go sit. Go sit down.
I'm sorry, everyone. It's a stinking boy sign again.
Do we go get your medicine? Hey. Do you need your medicine?
Yes, I do, Mom.
Go bring me the bottles. Go bring me the bottles. I'll get it for you.
I'm sorry, everyone. It's a stinking boy strikes again with his annoyingness.
Everyone's fun. You know, some people are more fun outwardly and put on a big show. But there's different kinds of fun. So I don't want to just say like one person is more fun than another. Oh, hi, Jane. Shy Gaming. Thank you.
Let's play it back to where we belong.
Okay, go get your medicine. Go get your medicine. Okay, so thank you, hi. I appreciate the kind thoughts towards Timothy. Have you seen Jurassic Park or any of the sequels? Yes. If they've had any new ones out, I haven't seen any new ones, but I think I've seen all the old ones. Oh, Timmy's Roblox. Timmy, what is your, Timmy's Roblox username, I think, is Timmy Toblox. So Timmy, then Toblox. Okay, so yes, Corix, hi. Some of you guys have some wild names on here. Yes, I go live every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Ow! Ow,
This is my life. You just get up. You fell down, you just get back up again.
Oh, it's a stupid dinosaur that's
Okay. Well, you know, you have to be aware of your surroundings. Eli's going to leave toys on the floor because that's what he does, and you have to watch where you're going so you don't trip on those toys. I can't clean up, follow him around every second and pick up what he drops. Okay, are you know, people want to know if you're okay. They heard you yelling in the background. You
okay.
Come let people know you're okay.
We also have one last special guest. His name is Stefan.
My favorite video I've acted in. You know what? Check out my 8 favorite videos I've made for Dhar Mann. I made a video.
Have you seen my movie?
I've made a video here on this channel called my 8 favorite Dhar Mann videos I've been in, and I have the countdown from 8 all the way to number 1. So please check that out on here. Edge versus Roman Reigns. Who will win?
Super says, have you seen his new live action movie?
Oh, is there a new live action movie of Clifford?
Yes.
I didn't know that. He wants to know if any of you guys have seen that. Okay. Poor Timmy. Sway says, I'm so jealous of your eyes. The funny editor wants to see my husband. He's sleeping. He's a night owl. I'm an early bird.
No, I haven't seen a new Clifford movie. Someone's going to be so excited I haven't seen a new Clifford movie.
Foster mom let my foster brother left. He spent 5 with us. I miss him so much. Oh, I'm sorry. That's hard. So Diego Films 101. My favorite color is turquoise.
Ow.
It used to be red.
Ow.
Lily asks me if I like painting my nails. I used to paint my nails, but I haven't in years because it's too much time.
Eli is sick today.
It's too much upkeep. Then they chip, and then you gotta like fix the chips. And I got too many more important things in life than having nails that look great. It just seems like such a minor, I don't know. Seems like too much work. I'm not high maintenance like that. I'm just kind of roll out of bed, take me as you find me. Okay, did you see the $10 million remix?
Yes, we did.
I showed it to Timothy.
10 million. 10 million.
Oh, we're all going to join in on this now? Okay, go ahead.
$10 million.
$10 million. $10 million, $10 million, $10 million.
Even to the
Yeah. Okay. Oh, stop coughing on me, dude.
10 million.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about the new Delta variant of COVID. It's supposed to be very. Hannah wants to know what your favorite color is, Timmy.
What?
Red. Okay, Orly says the most important legacy you can leave is changing somebody's life, even if it's a small change. It's better to do it anonymously than to show off. I agree. That's what we talked about earlier. Right on point. Right on point. I love how you respect each other. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Frank. Good choice, Timmy. Red was my favorite color in high school. And then before I realized I wanted to be an actor, I tried. I went up to Minneapolis.
Stop talking. You probably. When was born, he had a panic attack.
Stop coughing at me. Angela says the legacy you leave behind is so important.
Ice cream.
Ice cream. And Eli likes popsicles. Eli eats popsicles with his dad. Fruit popsicles. I probably would say chocolate mousse is my favorite dessert. I've had raw chocolate mousse made out of avocado.
This is different.
Since I've been vegan, I've had chocolate mousse made out of tofu. Since I don't eat dairy.
This is different. The big red dog. Excuse me, Mom. This is
okay. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. We're here to answer people's questions. This isn't the Timmy and Clifford show. This is not the Timmy and Clifford show. Let me scroll back up through these. Okay. What do you like to eat for breakfast? Fruit is queen. It's always going to be a fruit breakfast. Right now I have, gotta stir it up. The smoothie made with pineapple. What else do I have in here? Pineapple, bananas, and spinach. Is it stuck? There you go. Yesterday I had like 7 oranges for breakfast. Sometimes I'll have like half a watermelon or a whole cantaloupe or something. It's always a good idea to get something really juicy in your body in the morning. You guys know that you lose 2 liters of water a day just through respiration, defecation, urination, just, just existing, breathing. You lose 2 liters of water. So if you're not taking in at least 2 liters of water a day, you're constantly dehydrating. It's said that we don't necessarily actually die of some specific disease, but a lot of it has to do with becoming dehydrated and becoming less alkaline, because disease cannot form in an alkaline body. So fruits and vegetables are very alkaline. I know I don't really talk much about health on my channel. I don't think I ever have, but I'm very big into health. I've been into health for many, many years, and I think it's important that we take care of this temple that God gave us. This is, we have to be, people ask me sometimes, why are you vegan? And it's for my health. It's for the animals. It's for the environment. It's for all different kinds of things. But hey, sweetie, try not to butt in. I was reading.
Check out Mommy's book.
So yes. So if you guys haven't downloaded a free copy of this book yet, it's it's available for free by going to poeticprescriptions.com/free book. So yes, I always start my day with water. I have like 4 cups of water, and then I'll wait like a half hour, an hour, and then I'll have some kind of a fruit thing. If I'm on the go, if I'm heading to the studios, I bring a couple things of smoothie. I feel like I have a frog in my throat today, as they say it. So yeah, I did this movie once, like 20 years ago, and it was about a girl. I played this young teenage girl who is rescuing animals. And part of my research for making that film, I had to watch a bunch of documentaries on the treatment of animals. And I remember watching several of these documentaries, and I was just bawling. Yes, I think meat is disgusting. Dairy sometimes, it's the worst. I was just bawling seeing how these animals were treated. There's an old famous saying that says, if slaughterhouses had glass walls, everyone would be vegetarian. It's just kind of appalling how they're treated. And then, you know, I was so upset about it. I started going, God, how could you allow this? This is so brutal and inhumane. And then I went back to Genesis and I started reading Genesis. And I was like, when did this meat thing happen? And after doing my research, I found that it was like the first time it's ever listed in the Bible that somebody eats meat, it was like 1,576 years or something crazy like that, that there was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years that nobody ate meat. And if you look at our original design or intent, you look at Genesis 1:29, it says, God says, see, I have given you the fruits of the trees, the fruit that bears seed. To you it shall be for food. Or in the King James Version, it says, the fruit, to you it shall be for meat. So I was like, what? Mind blown. God's original intent for us is that fruit would be our food. Well, duh, of course it makes sense because we're in the garden surrounded by all these fruit trees that, of course, that's going to be our food. So, and then I started doing research on the health aspects and I realized that vegetarians live 10 years longer than meat eaters. And I was like, you know what? God's given me a big mission in life. And in order to accomplish it disease-free, I am going to have to, I need those extra 10 years because I'm not the smartest person. I'm not the most capable person. So I'm going to need those extra 10 years to figure this out and to get it right. So yeah, Frank, you're right. We do not have the teeth for eating meat. If you research the teeth of meat eaters, they have these long fangs to tear into meat and be able to rip it apart raw. We also don't have the digestive tract, like lions. Their digestive tract, I think, is only about 3 feet long. And I think ours is like 18 feet. When we try to put meat into our digestive tract, it gets clogged up, it putrefies. It's a whole, I feel like I got off on a tangent here, but this is all prompted by your questions. So we don't have the right acids in the stomach to break down meat. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the book called The China Study, but it's the most extensive research ever done on what causes cancer. So in the China study, I'm probably getting the numbers wrong, but they studied a few thousand people over a period of 20 years. And they were able to trace back.
Guys, I have some bad news.
You don't have bad news.
Clifford went to Brazil.
Okay, Clifford's in Brazil now. They were able to trace back every kind of cancer to the consumption of meat and dairy. So it's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for the environment, and it's really hurtful to the animals. And you know what?
I need to check ASAP.
We see what the original intent is for us to eat in the Bible, and it's got things. You know what? Nowadays, you guys have seen things. Things have gotten so out of whack that the nutrition facts we get passed down from us are sponsored by agriculture, sponsored through the meat and dairy industry. So they tell us what's healthy because that's what they're getting paid to do. And doctors, do you guys know that doctors only patient in their entire 8 years of schooling, and that's sponsored by the meat and dairy industry and the pharmaceuticals. If they got you healthy, if doctors were in the business of getting you healthy, they would be out of business. That's why you don't see people recommending the fruits and vegetables. Now, a lot of people have been told these lies that fruit has too much sugar and you can get diabetes from that. That is completely wrong. That's a whole nother, I could talk about this for hours. I'm going to shut up now and answer your questions. Hopefully I've planted some seeds, and hopefully even you meat and dairy eaters will start your day with fruit. Then lunch and dinner can be whatever. But don't start your day with a plate of dead stuff, dead, cooked, dried up, because you need to rehydrate. You need to rehydrate, and everything functions better when your body is hydrated. It is summertime here, So in July, it's been over 100 degrees pretty much every day. Can I have mod? Well, I already have 3 moderators, so I think I'm good now. Oh, thank you, Sujal. Is there an actor who played the violin? Is there an actor? You know what? I don't even know what instruments these actors play. If they play instruments, I don't even know. I know Mare sings. I know Shantae sings. There's a lot of the young actors that can sing and dance. Okay, what inspires you to work for Dhar Mann, and why did you join Dhar Mann? Well, when I first joined, I didn't even know it was a series. I thought it was just one short film. And I've done so many. I've done at least 150 projects before Dhar Mann. So I just thought it was this is just another one, just another one-time thing. And then when they kept calling me back, are you okay? What's the matter? You want to watch something and Timmy's not letting you? Timmy, can you please put on what Eli wants to watch? So, I stayed working for him. Oh, don't cry, sweetie pie. I stayed working for him because I like the type of content he puts out. It's not shady. It's not abusive. They don't ask the actors to do stuff. It's not bad conditions. I've worked on so many bad sets. When you finally get working with people who are like good people, good people and people who are trying to do good in the world, you know, that doesn't come around all the time. Oh, sweetheart. That kind of stuff doesn't come around all the time. Is it that, what is the matter, sweetie? Can you tell me what's wrong? Hey, look at me. Crying doesn't get you what you need. Telling me what you need is more likely to get you what you need. Because I can't read your mind. I don't know what your tears mean. Is there something that you want? Can you use your words, please?
Please.
Well, please is a good start, but please what? What do you need? What do you need, sweetie? Tell me what you need. Oh, cover your mouth. Silly goose. Okay, so, let's see. I'm chasing my dream, 80s girl says. Thank you guys for praying for Eli. He's been sick a week, and I think he just needs to be over it. He doesn't have a fever or anything, so I think it's just a cold. Lily says she loves pH levels and how the body works and diets. What would you like? Jarell is asking.
My iPad.
Where is your iPad? There's your iPad. Hey, Timmy, can you get Eli's iPad for him? So Jarell asks, where did it go? What would you like to accomplish in your acting career that you haven't done yet? You know, to be honest, if you would have asked me this a couple of years ago, I would have had answers. Big dreams of grandeur, to be on like big movie screens or to be in famous movies with famous people, and I don't really have those dreams anymore. I've kind of switched my focus. I've kind of switched my focus. I'm not necessarily, I don't really have dreams around acting anymore. I feel like I've accomplished enough to make me happy, and I've done enough. I don't need to be, I don't know. I'm content. I'm content with where I'm at, and my goals more are helping people. My goals now are centered around wanting to write more books that will help people, wanting to put out my courses. I'm wanting to even make my own film projects. I've made a few short films. Maybe you've seen some of them on my YouTube channel. There's a couple films I want to direct and like be in charge of the entire films, not just have a small role in them. But I know it's big. It's bigger than I can accomplish on my own. But if your dreams aren't bigger than you can accomplish on your own, then they're not big enough. So it's going to take a miracle, and it's going to take God to help me get $1 million to direct my first film. It's all kind of stuff. So, okay, let's see. I help people when it's somebody's birthday in school. I play the violin for them. That is so cool. What a beautiful thing to do. Come play the violin when it's somebody's birthday. That's really neat. How to apply for medical school in the USA after 12th grade. I don't know. I am so the wrong person to ask. I never even went to college. That wasn't the path for me. So I bet you could just Google that. Type that into your little search engine and you'll be able to figure it out. Katherine, Norland, is one of your eyes blue and the other one hazel? Yes, that's how I was born. Yes, thank you for turning your head away when you cough. That is so much better. What time on Sundays do you usually start and end live streaming, by the way? How is Aiden? Hey, Delaney, I usually go for an hour from 8 a.m. till 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So there's about 9 minutes left. What else? If I missed your comments, type them in again. Somebody asked, what is your least favorite part of acting? The least favorite part of acting is auditioning. Having to hustle, having to, you're like, please pick me, please pick me. You're sending in your headshots and your resumes and you're hoping you get called for an audition. And then you work on that audition for a couple of days and you get all gussied up and you've spent like 2 days studying for this, driving there, getting a babysitter. You're at the audition. You might only be in the audition room for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And it's like, thank you, goodbye. And you never hear from them again. So you've spent 2 days preparing for something that you get a 2-minute chance to impress someone. And they may just go, nah, she's too tall. And it has nothing to do with your acting. Auditioning is the worst. Okay, so there was this casting director. Did any of you guys ever watch the TV show called 24? So 24 is an action show starring Kiefer Sutherland. I'm going to let you in on some Hollywood insider secrets here. I used to attend a lot of casting director workshops where you could meet casting directors, and if they liked your work, you would get possibly called into audition for some of their big shows. So we had a casting director come, and she was telling us, Kiefer Sutherland, he plays the star of the show. He's like an action hero guy, and he's not tall, okay? Like a lot of actors in Hollywood, the men are shorter. And I found this out. I stopped wearing high heels to auditions when I got paired with men who were shorter than me. And I'm not even 5'5". So that tells you something. The movie Minnie Driver did with Chris O'Donnell, and they were love interests. They had to dig a ditch for Minnie Driver to walk in because they couldn't have her taller than Chris O'Donnell. So, good idea, Frank. So I went to audition for this casting director, and she said they had a mark on the door. The mark on the door was how tall the star of the show was. So Kiefer Sutherland was this height. And whenever the actors came to audition, so an actor would walk in, if he was taller than this mark on the wall, automatically they wrote on his resume, nope, he will not be hired. So they had hundreds of people come audition for the show who never knew that if they were taller than this mark on the wall, no matter how good their acting is, they could be leaps and bounds better at acting than other people that came in, but they wouldn't get the role because they were too tall. They might have been an inch or two too tall. And that's the part of acting that stinks. You don't realize these things when you're an actor. You just never hear from people, and you never hear from people, and you never get the role, and you don't know. It has nothing to do with your acting. And so many people quit. They throw in the towel. They think, I must suck. I must be a terrible actor. And you don't know. They're in the room. They're in the room discussing, he's too tall. Or It could be like, you know what? She reminds me of my ex-wife. I don't want to see her on set every day. She just looks too much like my ex-wife. It may have nothing to do with your acting. This happens all the stinking time. I remember you guys, when I auditioned for a show you may have heard of called Power Rangers. I auditioned for that early on when I first moved here. Do you know why I didn't get the job? Because they already had the costumes and they said I was too big for the costumes. So you can be the best stinking actor, but if they already purchased the costumes and you don't fit in the costume, you're not gonna get the stinking job. So that's Hollywood for you. It's all about looks. And that's one of the things I can appreciate for Dhar Mann. They don't care if you're big or small or short or tall. They don't care how much or how little pigment you have in your skin. You want to play some games? So it's like equal opportunity for everyone. And that's such a positive and needed message that Dhar Mann has employed so many people who maybe would not get work in other films because they don't look perfect. Because they don't look perfect. Aw, oh, sweetie pie. Just a couple more minutes and we'll be done. What? You want to sit? No? You want to sit down? No, he wants to be held. So any last minute burning questions that you guys have had for me? I'm going to be on here about 3 more minutes. Do you know any spoilers in future Dhar Mann videos? Well, I could never tell you what the spoilers are. Come on. Let's see. Are there any Dhar Mann videos coming out with you in them? Yes. There should be a couple coming out. I think there's 2 more coming out that I've shot in the last couple of weeks. It's okay, BBYT14. Alex asks what my favorite season is. I like spring and summer. I like warm. I like warm weather. Oh no, Georgia rail fan hurt their ankle. I'm sorry. I hope you get better soon. Oh, thank you, Strawberry Sunflower. Come to Dubai. I've had a lot of people that want to show me around India. You know, maybe someday. Not a question, but just wish you a good day. Thank you. Can you Dhar Mann guys can do a series? Yeah, you never know what he's got up his sleeve. I think there's a lot more going on behind the scenes that any of us know about yet. Oh, thank you, Eric. You're so sweet. So any last minute burning questions that I haven't answered yet? You may have to retype them. You need to do a Dhar Mann musical. We have been talking about that for like 2 years. Well, joking around about it. Dhar's never been on set when we've been talking about it, but a lot of the actors who sing. Did you guys see one of the recent ones with Mare where they had that overweight girl singing and they didn't want to hire her because they thought Mare looked better? Did you guys see that one? I was like, oh, they're finally singing. It was only for a couple lines of singing, but I was like, oh, they're finally doing one with singing. Maybe there'll be more of that. You know, it's a whole different thing. I've got dinosaurs on my head. It's a whole different thing when you have to put music in because then you're dealing with music rights, and music rights are hard to deal with because you have to pay like money to ASCAP and the different music things. So there's all these like rights involved. So it's sticky to get into trying to put music in. I think the way you know, they put out 4 videos a week, that's a lot of content, and having to go through agents and managers and contracts and get rights to music. It's when did I start live streaming every Sunday? You know, I bet Angela could answer that question. She's on top of that kind of stuff. I think I don't know. I would have to look back. If you look back through my videos and look at the ones back where I don't have like a label on them, the ones that don't have like a thumbnail, you can see videos that are like 45 minutes to an hour. That's when I feel like it's been, oh, Angela says April. Really? I felt like it was longer than that. I only started in April, May, June, so like 3 or 4 months. Yes, I have a big brother. I don't know what my favorite Sailor Moon character is. How long does it take to wait for an audition? You could be waiting in an audition room 15 minutes to a half hour. I've waited for some auditions for 4, 5, 6 hours outside, got a terrible sunburn. This one thing, when they have open calls, when you have auditions where you get a certain time, yes, Frank, that was my big brother. When you get called a certain time, if they say come audition at 5:15, usually you have to wait a half an hour or less. If it's an open call, you could get there and there could be 100 people in front of you. So you could be waiting for hours for that audition. It's kind of crazy. So that is my Q&A for today. Thank you guys for hanging in. I really appreciate you guys who did the super chat and who donated a little bit of funds to help pay for my smoothie. So we will see you next Sunday. And remember, I have now, according to your guys' requests, 4 videos that come out every week, plus a short. So look for new content Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 a.m. And then on Thursday, I just put up a short at random times in the evening. So 5 new videos a week. Oh, thank you, Elena. You're so sweet. I got to attend to these little ones and see what they need. But God bless you all. Have a wonderful week. And I will see you on my channel Monday through Friday and then live on Sundays. Bless you all.